Okay, we're going to get back on my panhead drag bike here. So we're going to try to figure out what we got going on the primary drive a little bit. What am I doing on the clutch? I got me a new BDL belt drive over here to put on it. Right there. And I took off the old whatever I had, phase 3 or something was on it before. So this one here has bigger diameter pulleys, front and back. So each one of these is bigger than what I had before, which makes it stronger on the belt. And this belt here is a little bit longer than the other one. This takes the same belt to use in a shovelhead 4-speed primary kit. So with more wrap around here, that should make it a stronger system. The belt will be happier, and when I dump the clutch, it'll have more bite, more teeth to hold on with. So it should make it stronger. Hopefully the drive race didn't change much, but probably got worse. At least for drag racing. So yeah, we got to figure all this out here. So that's what I'm going to play with right now. So I put this on before, see how it fit. It went on pretty tight. So that was a couple weeks ago I did that. So I'm going to see how that comes off. This is the primary I had on it before with the chrome outer. This is the original stuff I got. So these are the correct primary covers. I've been collecting these, well, I haven't been racing. So these are the correct ones for my 57. So I probably won't wind up using the winner, but we'll see how it fits. Notice how this has been cut out a little bit bigger for a little clearance. So we'll have to see how that all flies. What else are we doing? Yeah, that about covers it. Yeah, I think I get rid of this ugly ass mouse trap and a few other parts, but we got another drag race coming up here in another week, so we'll see how much I get done for this time. I'm not in a big rush this time to get it done, so I'll just work my normal late hours. Yeah, 2, 3 in the morning. Nothing serious. Something to play with, right? Alright, let's get this motor sprocket off. Let's see what we got up here. Just right first time. It's good. Appears to be on there tight. What a shocker. Okay, we got a 5/16 puller. Let's get a puller. I purposely kept the nut and washer off the old belt drive because it's a big one. They give you a little thin ass stock nut, OE nut, which is thin and crappy. That's all those stuff's over here. And this one here ought to do the trick, I guess. Yeah, there's some bolts. I just bring them all. Makes it easy, right? So this just goes on here like this. Throw a couple bolts in there. I should pull it right off. And that's a 5/8, as I recall. So I'll use this here zip gun to fire it up. Where'd my cover? Bang, 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 bang. Everything's in the way. Everything is in the way. If you get seasick watching my videos, I suggest you don't watch them. Just remember that. Yeah, looks like it might work. Barely. this one and this one. That comes right off. Nothing to it. Okay. So this goes on here. It's trying to attack me already. Right like that. It's been modified in a few spots, it looks like. Looks like it'll fit pretty good. Okay, we got a brand new Barnett Scorpion clutch here. There's the part number. So this is Fred's clutch. I'm going to steal it. I already told him that last year. He wasn't happy. I want to see if I can run a lockup clutch and not the standard one here. Maybe all kinds of junk you don't need. So I have to put this on as a mock-up, see if I can use it or not. And then I can buy a lockup version. If it'll clear my primary cover, which I doubt if it will, but we'll see. So this is what we get in the box in here, is all this crap. And let's see what I gotta do to make all this fit. There you go. 2, 4, 6, 7 plates instead of running 6 on the most you can get on the earlier bike. Now, if you over torque this thing, you're going to split the keyway out right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stupid snap ring off. I'm going to make me a big donut to press on here to hold it on there, torque the snot out of it. That's what I'm going to do. Because a drag bike you need to be held with clutch on. Alright, so this goes on like that. Fits perfect. There you go. Well, I don't know how much room I got in the background. So that means we're going to have to work on this some more. So we got this nice new clutch basket here. We need to modify it maybe slightly, who knows. Okay, this is the aluminum piece that goes in here. Extra springs. And this is the bearing we're supposed to use that presses into here. So you need to press the bearing into this, you need to put this into the basket here. Preferably semi-permanent so they don't come off. That's the key. And we got to make sure that this does not bottom out. This plate has to be pushing against the basket and not bottom out of this hub when it goes in. So you got to make sure this measurement, this thickness across here is not too narrow. So I'm going to go back up front. We got more work to do now. We got to push all this crap together. Seems like a lot of work. Why am I back here? Alright, I need a metric wrench too. Alright. There you go. Get all kinds of junk we don't need back here. Road trip. We're going to go back up front. We'll be back. Alright, back up front. A few important tools. I didn't bring a hammer though, it can't be that important. Metric wrench. American wrenches. So this is metric, and this might be American. We'll see. Maybe. Kind of loose. Probably are. So all this is going to be taken back apart here. There you go. You can see it a little bit. Alright, so this goes around the basket, which is this piece right here. Wipe off the rust preservative off of here. So this goes on there to hold it. Probably goes on in this direction here though, like that. This piece here goes in here. Appears to be a light fit. So what I want to find out is how thick this is going to be. 1/280. I'll find out how thick this is right here. 195. That's 85 thousandths. So how thick is this spacer here? If that's under 85, which it definitely is, should have no problem. 37. So that means we should have 42 thousandths clearance when we bolt this all the way down. So to pinch against this with 42 thou worth of clearance for pressure. I've had these where these were worn in here and you put them together as actually had clearance and then they would spin, weren't tight. Alright, so we're going to put that all in there. The other thing we got to put the bearing in here also. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this in there permanently. Which means I'm going to use some Loctite on it. I'm going to use red. I don't want to make it permanently green. Harder to take out. Alright, so you put a nice good layer in there. Spin it all the way around. Alright. I'm going to take this and press it in. I'm going to guess it goes this direction so you have room for the clutch. It should be all this stuff here. If not, it goes the other direction like this. Direction like that to sit in flush. So which way do you think it belongs? It obviously fits on that side. And it does not fit on this side, see? Not as good. not popping in there like it's supposed to. So it doesn't fit that way. So that means it definitely has to go this way. So now we know which way it goes for sure. See, I only thought it went this way. Now I know for sure it does. Next thing I do is get the bearing inside of here. So, depending on which way you want to press all this stuff together. We can push this in the hub and then push the bearing in that, or we can flip it around the other way. Multiple ways of doing things. First thing I do is get this clip out of here. Ding! That's the thumb. Okay, this is probably a top of the line China bearing. Best American dollars can buy. Yeah, right. So who actually made this piece of crap? This was made by No Name. They were so proud to have their name on this, they failed to put their name on it. That's always a plus. They have a part number on it though. Okay, so I'm going to go see what I have in my bearing department over here. Maybe I got some no-name brand that's like American made. Something good. You never think a bearing this big would ever fail, but these China bearings fail all the time, so they must not be that good. I went for my bike, so we're going to use a better one. Okay, bearings. I have a couple bearings to choose from over here. And I'm not seeing the ones I want to see in here. So that's not the box we want. We want a bigger bearing box. Somewhere I got some more. Always hide them from myself though. Let's see. Some more bearings up here. Yeah. There's some more bearings up here. Overflow stock, see. There's some good stuff up here. They don't look at that big enough though. A couple liquid carbs too, in case somebody needs one. Push rods. Okay, so I'm not seeing what I want to look at here. Let's see, I got another box of bearings somewhere around here somewhere. Just got to figure out where I hit them all. It's probably got too much crap. Most people buy the crappy bearings, so I don't know where I put the good ones at. Somewhere around here. Nope. Yep. Hidden. Alright. As soon as I put the camera down, I'll find them. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go find some bearings. Alright, I found them. So, my choices are SKF. I like these in Fag the best. And then we got a nice Delco New Departure. Oh, they're made by Chevy. So, one of these two here I'm going to use. So this one here is pretty well sure this one's made in Connecticut. There it is, that one's made in Connecticut. I think that's in the US. And this one here is, this is made in USA too. Someplace. Okay, so that's our two choices. So being my bike, I like SKF. I can go with SKF. I know it's old, but it's still in the box. It's still wrapped in paper, not plastic. It's just a nice vintage bearing. It's probably 20 years old. They don't go bad from sitting though, as long as they're dry. Alright. Only a little dry in there. The assembly lube is turning to paraffin wax, it's so old. Okay, so that goes like that. Now the problem with this bearing right now is that we're going to a sealed application. See how this has seals on it? This is an open bearing. This is for using with primary lube. This is a sealed bearing, so that doesn't work. So I like my bearing, but I can't use it. Damn it. This one over here is probably another open bearing. You want to open up. Do not open until ready for use. Okay. What if I cheat and look inside? Ooh, look at that. It's got paper in there. I can already see that's not sealed though. I can see the steel race in there. Otherwise known as this piece right here. Okay, so even though I want to use these, I can't use these. Damn it. That sucks. Hate having to use China bearings. Alright, yeah, so much for the good stuff. Quick, get the super glue, glue it back together. Alright, so I got to use a stupid ass China bearing. Now, how do you know it's a China bearing? Well, how do you know it's not? It's not written down where it's from. So if you were made in UK or somewhere else important like Argentina, you'd think you'd put your name on it. But being China, they don't want to put China on there. You might know where it came from. So I pretty well know where it came from. China. Alright, we'll use that until it fails and we'll get a real good one. So that means I'm going to go on the internet and find me that bearing sealed for the next time this thing's apart. Okay, so that goes in there just a little bit. Okay, so that goes in kind of tight. We're not sure how tight. So pretty sure it's going to go snug. So we got some press fit lube for that application. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is press this into here. So give me a big pressing tool to do that with. Then we're going to put the rest of the stuff together after that, I guess. It's already trying to go in already, so. Yep. That means it's about a 0 press fit on that thing. See, it's already going in, so that means it'll probably just drop in. Now it's stuck. Alright, we'll unstuck it. That one's out. I'll get this big one out now. Alright, big one. Oops. Someone's got to tell me I'm damaging the parts again. Look at all those damage marks on the outside of that. Oh, I destroyed it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're going to put the bearing on this one because it's not a press fit. That'll make it go on easier on this side. This stuff's like jelly, it's so thick. Okay, that'll stop it from going up. I need to get something to press this on with. That kind of sucks. Okay, so there's a pressing block. You want to push on the outside edge, not the inside. This one's a little bit smaller than I want it to be, but I don't have one bigger, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to push this into this first. And then we'll press in the clutch basket after that. So I'm going down the line here. Hit the ball, hit everything. All right. First thing to do is get it pressed in flat. Look at that, it fits and everything. So I'm going to grab that big handle right over here. I'm going to press on that thing. Alright. Hey, it fell already. Okay, that one's all the way down. Press fit lube in there. So the snap ring goes in there to hold that in. And we do some more pressing. We have a lot more pressing matters here yet. So we go back down here. Okay, this is a flat O-ring or flat snap ring. The Harley one's easier to bolt on one side, so they kind of dig in and make them tighter. This one's not made that way. This one just goes in however it's made. Okay, we should have a sharp edge. This is the sharp side. Sharp side goes up. Popped in or I heard it. Alright, so that should be in there good and tight, hopefully. So now, I get to press into this one. In this direction here. So I gotta find me a bigger pressing block. Just so happens we have some bigger ones right here. We'll find one we like. How about that one? Yeah, not big enough. Use this one. That looks big enough. Put one across the top, so that one's flat too. And now we're all ready to go. I already had one of those over here. Oh well. Okay, this can be pressed right on this surface here with no problem. So press it flat. Stack up my blocks, like building blocks. Okay, this is going to go in pretty easy probably. The camera's in the way. Ooh, not. A little bit harder than I thought. We can hear it. Oh, that's nice and snug. Oh, that's it right there. That was going about 1 ton of pressure. Push it to 3 to make sure it's in tight. Looks like it's sitting there all the way. Look at that. I haven't looked at the instructions yet. Make sure I'm doing this right. Hopefully I am. So, now I get this plate. You double check to make sure it's below the surface, more than what the distance of this is. This lip here has to be less, right here, this little thin lip. It's got to be less than the lip you got here. I can just feel it until it's different. It should work out to 40 thou, which is going by what we measured before. Yeah, we're a little off before. Looks like we're around 57, 60 thou thick. And we already know this one's about 30 something. That was only 40. About 40. So we got about 20 thou. 20 thou clearance, which is good. Okay, so now go ahead and put the plate on here. So like I said, it's in the right spot because it rattles on just fine. It's got clearance to go down tight. Do not put red Loctite on these little crappy screws. We're going to use blue. I don't want them to come out. So I'm going to use blue Loctite on every one of these. Two at a time. Look at that. I also do these, I can cheat. That's enough Loctite for both. Oop, wrong one. Just go and tighten these on down. Just go until they touch. Let it kind of self-center where it wants to sit. Doing a star pattern. Okay. Now I take them and tighten them down. So I go a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. We do these in groups of 3. Not all 3 on one side either. Okay, so now we're going to torque them now. So there's a lot of get up and go there, doesn't it? We'll be back again because I had a lot of take up there. I'm assuming we're bowing the plate down right now. Be my guess. There's a lot of give going on it. Okay, now we're going to torque it. Now, torque on an Allen bowl is when the Allen wrench bends, you've got torque on it. See how the Allen wrench is bending? It's got a good torque. It's also called 3-finger torquing. I'm using 3 fingers. Of course, my fingers might be stronger than your fingers. Okay, so that's torquing there pretty good tight. Make sure the bearing still rotates. It does. It's a good sign. Okay, now we got to work on this piece over here. This snap ring has to come off. Geez, might be too big. Oh, this one fits. I use my big pliers. Good. That's an external now. Oh, that's a big clip. That's a big clip there. Should be able to just press that right in there, straight down. Just assuming all this stuff lines up. Not likely. This is metric. I'm not sure what size though. Whatever this is. Meaning it's 3mm, 2.5, 4. I don't know yet. Let's go find out. It's 191 thou. That's a 4.86mm. You'd think they'd make it just 5, but they're cheating. 4.98 over there. 97, 96, 97. Yeah, it's almost straight. So it's 5mm wrench. Or 4mm. What number was it? I already lost track. What was it? Yeah. I already forgot. 5mm. Don't get confused. It says 4.9. It's 5mm. Alright. So now you know what size wrench you need when you work on a Scorpion Harley clutch. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify all this and put American Allens in here. So I hate stupid metric Allens in my Harley. Oops, didn't need that. So I wonder what size this is. Let's see, I'm thinking that's almost 1/4 inch. 239 thou. So it's probably not close to anything American. So probably you have to helicoil it. So if I helicoil every one of them stupid holes, I can make this 1/4 inch. Boy, that'll piss off Barnett. So it's just a matter, you probably have to open this up a little bit to make it clear. And yeah, it'd be probably close enough. I'm sure I can make it work if I wanted to. And I want to. I don't want to have to carry metric gallons with me to racetrack. There's some kind of red locking compound on there. Not sure what it is. That's why these are tight. That one does not want to come out. There it goes. See, some kind of orange, red, brown type material. Oh, it came out. Flat spring goes first. Curved spring with white dot, which disappears instantly, goes up. So the cup goes up. And then the first plate's supposed to be a thin one. So see how much bigger the ID is on it? That makes room for that, see? So you have to put this in correctly. I'm pretty sure this stuff's going to disappear on my bike, because I'm not sure what the hell we're supposed to have it in here for. I'm thinking it's in there for some kind of a cush setup. I don't want no cushy clutch on my race bike. Yep. See how the spring sticks up above the plate? That gives you a little bit of a cush. So that means this plate here will not lock up. See how it turns freely? You know, pushing out my hand. So that means you have to overcome a few hundred pounds of pressure before this clutch plate will start to work. So that means on my bike, I'll probably wind up taking this thing out. Put one of these full plates in here. Lose that crap. Ah, there we go. Now I have a full clutch in there, see? Now when you push on it, it doesn't move, see? Yeah, it works like a clutch. Perfect. So that's probably what's going to happen on my bike. I'm going to be not using this one, putting the full size in there, and getting rid of the spring. Because I don't want that crap on my bike. I think this stuff is stupid. No cushy drive. That was a nut. Hey, they gave me a nut. So these towers here, you have to cut these bigger. These thread in here. Looks like I've already had one of these broken from a customer already. Need to order some extra parts. Get a couple extra of these and a few other parts. You always want to have parts laying around when you're racing. Okay, I'm going to push this thing into here. make it go in. Now, more than likely, which they wouldn't want me to do, is I can probably cut this thing deeper and go in deeper. Get another plate in here. See how it sits in there flush? There's room for another plate. If you play a little bit. So if you take this and trim this way down, because it don't need to be that thick. You go ahead and cut this down. Yeah, that one you probably want to cut that down. So you can definitely cut this crap way down. Offset that further in. That'll move your clutch out or in. See if you can move this in. Okay, that's going to move the whole clutch center line in a little bit. So you'll have to run the belt a little bit further in to compensate for that. Or you take some of this material and cut it back a little bit right in here. There's other ways of doing this. So I'll probably modify some parts here for my bike. For now we're going to put together the way it is though. See how this all goes together. Okay, it looks like a press fit. Do some press fit lube. So if I can pick up another whole plate, it'll be worth it. Might be able to gain another one on the other side too. If I can gain one on one side, I'll probably gain one on the other side. The other side would be over here. Thin this up a little bit. That's pretty thick. Don't need to be that thick. You could be half that thick and still work. So there's ways of cheating. As long as this is high enough. Okay, so I'm going to press this in. So I'm going to find me a bearing support for here because you want to push on the bearing. Some kind of a tube. And I got to have something here to push here because I can't push on these studs. I can push on the sub or I can push on the center. So let's go find some pressing devices. See what we can find around here. So what do we got laying around we can use for a tube? Let's see, what do we got laying around? That looks too big up on the wall. So we'll find something here. That's why you got junk laying around used for all kinds of stuff. Okay. First thing I do is get something to push this on with. So all of this is too big. I can't push on the inside. I want to push on these studs here. None of that stuff will work. Next problem is I got to find a tube that goes inside of here, but it's not too big. So it looks to me like I got some stuff already laying over here in the appropriate area that might be of some use. So I got a bar, that's too big. Got a big long tube here. That would work. Got a nut, not big enough. Okay, so we got this. So we can use this, a little tall, but I can make that work. See, I go on the bearing right here, and it'll sit right on the bearing. And we got room for the hub to go on the inside, I bet. So check the hub. Oh, look at that, plenty of room. So we can use this. This will definitely work. So, probably quick and simple. Okay, I still need to get something inside of here. I'm thinking maybe a bearing race might work around here too. Big twin right-hand main bearing race might work. Let's see what we got. Alright. So we got that goes in there. That sits in there flat. This one sits on top there, some above the surface. Here's a right hand main bearing for 58 to 99. So that might work. Let's see. It's a little bit on the too big size. See, it wants to go over the edge, so not quite the right size. So I need something else. Maybe like a Sportster one would work. But oh well, I don't know. But we know this one will work right here. So for now, we're going to use this one. It's laying here. Just use it. Okay, tube. Put that over here. Eyeball it without it sliding. Let's see, up high enough to make this work. Yeah, it's going to be close. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Slide it all right in there like that. We should be good to go. Alright, I'm over here on my side so I got room to work. Okay. Press. Let it center. Pop it off a couple times to center it. So I keep popping the pressure off here so it recenters. Now we go straight down. Bottom out. Oh, there's a buco amount of clearance in the back of that thing. Man. There's a lot of room for more in here. Okay, there's that. Okay, there's a lot of room for modification on this thing. Now I'm going to have to get me some more plates. I'm going to buy me an extra plate kit because I got a lot of room in here for more plates. I bet you I get 2 more plates in this thing. That'd be 9 plates instead of the stock 5. This thing has probably on the back side in here, inside you stick your finger. There's a good, that much, look at that. Like my marking device. So, we got that much room. So you can see where the plate, how thick the hub is, and then all that distance from there to there is clearance. That's 2 full plates. So you might get 2 more in it. Look at that. Yeah, see, you can almost get 2 more right there. So, yeah, there's plenty of room to be had there. We can definitely make something work on this one. So, yeah, we're going to be playing with that a little bit later. So, for now, we're just going to put it back together stock. We're doing a mock-up right now. So, put all the stock crap back up in here. Remember, the one with the big hole goes first. Sportster steel plates. I bet these are Sportster. Look like 900 Sportster parts to me. It's usually what they use on these things. There it goes. And these are not Kevlar. I like Kevlar. This is that stuff that oh jeez, Alto uses, this red stuff. I like the green Barnett Kevlar. It's really, really good. I like it. This red stuff glazes up. I don't like it as much. They don't offer anything better than this though, so. So how many more plates can we add? I think there's room for 1 more here. Oh yeah, there's room for 1 more. See how much the dog is sticking up above the surface here? There's room for 1 more plate there. I know I can get 1 more on the other side. That's 2 more plates. That turns that into a 9-plate clutch. It'll transfer another 20% more clutch area. 25, yeah, good 20% more holding power. Now you want to know why it makes noise? Listen. That's the kind of noise it makes when it runs. It's because I got such a big gap in here, see? Rattle, rattle, rattle. So all of these clutches make noise. Annoying. Okay, this is the outer cover piece. Goes on like that. So these are springs. I'm just going to put a couple of them on here because I'm going to be back into this thing. We will be doing some more work down the road on this one. I got all week to redesign this thing, so it's probably going to get redesigned before it goes in the bike. It's going to get butchered. So I got room on the inside for the belt to move in a little bit on the chain line. It's going to get modified. Okay, now this doesn't look like an 1/8". Now it looks like something smaller. Nope, it's 1/1. Okay, so it takes a standard Harley size. Okay, that's a plus. I can use a regular socket. Okay, let me get this cleaned up. I'll be back. Okay, I'm playing around a little bit here in my clutch materials. So I went around and do some digging. See what we can play with. So, here's what I found out. Okay, this is the 900 steel clutch plate, Sportster. That's what most people use. Most belt drive systems use this for the clutches, BDL, Revere, all those. They pretty much use a 900 Sportster inner plate. So this here is a 1000 inner plate, which is this one. So that's a 1000 Sportster plate. Fits right in there. You got heat expansion grooves, and you got some cleaning holes to let the gas and stuff escape a little bit. Mainly you got the heat expansion grooves that can warp around a little bit, a little more heat. The disadvantage is it's thinner, so it'll heat up quicker. Without some kind of airflow in the system, it's going to be hard to get this to ventilate any. So, next thing is, here's the Kevlar plate I like, the green ones. Okay, so this is the stock plate right here. So this is an 1/8 inch thick. So 1/8 inch. This one I didn't measure it yet, but I think it's thinner. It is 117 thou. 6 thou thinner. You multiply that by 8 plates, you pick up an extra plate right there. For free. One more plate. Now this is steel because it runs hot. It won't dissipate much heat. So this is all steel. Okay, this here is the Sportster aluminum plate. This is 900 Sportster. Fits right on there. And what's really nice is, I didn't know before, was here's the dogs for the 6 dogs here. And then if you notice, you can put more dogs in here. You get 8 dogs. You make the dogs a little bit taller. You put 8 of them in there. Now you have a clutch that won't make so much noise. You have an aluminum plate that was lighter, will dissipate heat quicker if you get air into this thing. And you got a better material. Now you can stack more plates in there again. So everything here is adding more plates. More plates is good. So what I didn't do, I didn't measure the steel plate to see how thick this was. Come on. Ah. Okay, let's see how thick this is. Here's our stock plate right here. 41 thou. Ooh, these are thicker. 46 thou. Okay, so we gained 6 thou there. We lost 6 thou on this. So we lost. Damn it. These are actually a little bit thinner. And chances are they probably won't sell me these extra plates. They don't like breaking up inventory. Okay, so these are thicker. But it does have more heat expansion. They won't warp as much when they get hot. But they get hot a little quicker because they're thinner. I mean, got less metal. These will be thinner though, so they got less metal too. So it's about a toss-up. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. So if you stack in a bunch of these iron head Sportster plates in here, you can make this work a little better. Definitely get better material. I like that a lot better. So I get another basket, put more holes, put more grooves in here. You can unrivet these, make some new dogs up, add some extra dogs into here, and you can add more clutch. Then you start putting a bunch of holes in here to let air through, so it'll dissipate some heat. That'll help. This thing over here has to do something with heat out. So first thing you do is see if we can get rid of the material. Okay, see how this is thicker than the fiber plate material is? Right there. That means you can lose some of that. That means you can take some off the OD. You can also put holes through this thing to window it out, let some heat out, let some air flow through it. Whether that's going to actually help or not, it's hard to tell, but it looks like it is definitely an area you can play with. You can pocket, put some big holes right here, get some air out of this thing. So that's more stuff you can do. There's all kinds of little tricks you can do on these things. Now, if we figure out to make some kind of a fin device here, so when it's rotating, it's like a fan, it'll actually either blow air into it or suck air out. Either way it works. And that would help a little bit. The air naturally wants to go out. So I think if you just let air into it, it'll probably evacuate out pretty good on its own. So I know you can put a hole right through there, it ain't gonna weaken it any. You can put holes right between here too, won't hurt it either. So these probably line up just fine. So you put some holes on the outside and the inside. It'll definitely help evacuate air out of this thing. And lots of air holes through here, maybe even some slots. Really. You have to kind of see how much material you got to work with, what you can do. Now if you put holes at an angle going through it, that might help dissipate air or act like a scoop and blow air and come out this way. So whatever you do, you gotta get some air to go through these clutch. Otherwise you're gonna burn it up. And it looks like this is solid in here, so I have to put some holes through this too to let the air get through. See, you get these little small holes right here. That's not enough to do anything. So start putting a little bit of holes going through this thing also. Let air out of this thing. Alright, anyway, that's all stuff to play with later. Let's go put this on the bike.